The views expressed, opinions given, and any communication made between the hosts and guests of What Are You Afraid of Horror and Paranormal Show do not necessarily reflect the views or opinions of Para X Radio, EMC Network, or all services that play this show. The hosts and services are not responsible for the actions of their guests, and the original rights of all intellectual property is retained by the creator, and all work is used with either permission or Creative Commons license. The show is for entertainment purposes only. Well, Christmas is over, Phil.
Yes. Gone for another year.
Gone for another year. In some ways, I'm sad about it. You enjoy it, the holidays, but I really get into it.
Yeah.
And I bake, and I do all this cooking, and I made a lasagna, my hearty lasagna. I made a wonderful marshmallow cake. I made all those cookies. Mm-hmm. How was yours?
Oh, it was very good.
Was
very
it?
Good, yeah. Yeah, spending time with family, and friends, and everyone exchanging gifts. Watch a lot of awesome Christmas movies.
Yeah, of course you do. Yeah.
And to be honest, we're beyond the first week of January, and I still have all my Christmas stuff up.
Okay.
I haven't taken anything down. Nothing.
Right.
So, I mean, there's actually, I don't know if that's like a party foul or not, but,
Well, Russian Christmas is celebrated for another month.
Okay. Yeah.
There you go. You're celebrating Russian Christmas.
I'll pretend that
This year we are honoring Mother Russia.
Exactly. But you know what? I mean, in all honesty, I'm probably going to take everything down.
This weekend,
This weekend, yeah. I might leave the Christmas tree up a little longer. Mm-hmm. It's a Charlie Brown tree. It's little. It doesn't take up much room, and it doesn't look really all that out of place. But I still have the star shower going, and the wreath is still.
Oh, you have a star shower out on the.
I still have star shower.
I like those.
Oh yeah, I got one last year.
Yeah, I like those.
I put that out there, and I still have the wreath on the door and the candles in the windows.
Yeah, okay.
So I mean, I'm gonna, at the very least, the star shower's got to go. It's starting to look ridiculous.
You're the only one out there.
Yeah, I know.
No, you're just the weird guy who dresses up like Santa Claus in July and rides a dog like a reindeer.
Yeah, exactly. So that's got to go.
Yeah.
And all the other stuff inside's going to go. I'll just keep I'll keep a few things up.
It feels festive until January 1st, and then it just feels like clutter.
Yeah, yeah.
So my father-in-law was down here taking down the tree on January 1st.
Really?
Yeah, of course.
He had it out that quick. Wow.
He does that, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he's like that. And so, I mean, some stuff still needs to be put away, but I was sad it was done, but it was a nice couple of days to spend with Allison, because she was off from school.
Yeah, that's cool.
So we got to, we got to go down to Philly, which was really amazing.
That's great.
Of course, we've had this cold snap.
I know. Oh, man.
I mean, it was 0 degrees. I mean, with the wind chill.
Yeah.
And we didn't get the worst of it.
And like you said, you guys were down in Chestnut Hill.
Yeah, we were Chestnut Hill yesterday.
And then you had to drive home. Mm-hmm. You guys had to come back here in that ice storm.
The ice storm that started yesterday. Like, it started raining in Chestnut Hill at 2. And I didn't know, because, I mean, it's further southeast.
Right.
So I texted you, and I said, you're in Lansdale. And you were like, Ambler, North Wales.
Yeah.
What's it like there? And you said, well, it's sleeting.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, crap. It's just starting to rain down there. It hadn't started to sleet yet.
Right.
So at least her boss let her off, and I packed up from Starbucks and met her, and we got out of there just in time, as it was really getting bad.
It did get bad. Mm-hmm. I slipped in the Dunkin' Donuts parking lot.
Driving or walking?
Walking.
Oh, no.
Slipped. I had a cup of coffee right? Tall one, right? And you know what? I didn't spill a drop. I literally went right down on my knees. But the coffee remains completely upright and intact. It did not go on the ground. I was actually pretty surprised that I didn't actually your first initial response is to put your hands out.
Yeah, exactly. And then the coffee goes. And
I quickly realized I can't put my hands out. So I kept it. So what happened was my left knee suffered a bit more, and it hit harder than it would have if I had put my hands out. But I saved the coffee. I screwed my knee up a little bit, but not that bad.
Okay, one time I was living in Lansdale, down in some houses down there, and we had back steps, and Bill, by the way, hey Bill.
Hey Bill.
He's driving to work. We'll play a little song for him, the Bill song. Bill. Bill is on his way to work, accepted in Philly. He's glad it's nearly summertime, so he won't be silly. Bill. That's our friend Bill.
Hey Bill.
We love Bill. He was picking me up behind the house because he was going to Barnes & Noble's when it was out of work, and he would go and sit at Barnes & Noble all day. And so he would come pick me up so I could go work. And the ice was starting to come down. He didn't care. He wanted to go anyway.
Right.
And I walked around the back step, closed the door hard behind me, and the force of it threw me. Okay. And I went down like a toboggan.
Oh, God.
Right down those steps. I slid, and I gained momentum right into the parking lot.
Oh, jeez.
And, I carry like a pillow and a bag with me for my back in the chairs, and I also had my book bag. And the pillow actually slid under me. So it sheltered my fall going down. And so I was fine. I was just kind of shooken up. And now every time it snows, I get a text from him that says, just don't go onto any back porches. He never lets me live it down.
No back porches.
No back porches during the snow. Now, Bill, we're okay. But I have this umbrella cane now that's really good for the snow.
Right.
That you can use a walking stick in the snow, and I use that now. And it was icy in Chestnut Hill. The air temperature was warmer than freezing, but the ground was so cold.
Yeah, because it's been frozen solid for like 2 weeks.
All right.
Straight, pretty much. I mean, this is today. I mean, this feels like a heat wave.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Compared to what it's been,
Yeah, it's been trapping me in the house, but no more. We're free for a little while.
Isn't it going up to like
50? 50 on Friday. I'm going out to dinner with the wife.
58.
We might go up to New Hope or something.
58 on Friday.
Yeah, 58.
Almost 60.
Yeah, I'm going to be in my new peacoat that day. I imagine we'll go out and do something just to enjoy the air. We won't be seeing Star Wars, but it'll be.
Yeah, it's going to rain all day.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, it's okay.
We don't want to rethink that.
Yeah, we'll go.
It's going to be torrential downpours all day.
There goes mini golfing.
Yeah.
Oh well. But it was a nice New Year's. We had a beautiful brunch in a place called the Black Lab Bistro.
Okay.
Which is in Phoenixville.
Nice.
By the Ambler Theater. Well, not the Ambler, the Phoenixville Theater, where they had the Blob. And so, it's a great little...
What's the place called?
It's called the Black Lab Bistro.
Okay, I've been there. Yeah.
Have you been there?
Yeah, I've been there, yeah.
Yeah, and it's a really nice place for brunch, and you bring up your own bottle of Prosecco, and they bring over a decanter of orange juice and 2 glasses, and it's a BYOB. So you do your own mimosas all day.
Right.
Which I'll tell you, like 4 mimosas in a place like that would be $25.
Yeah, easy.
So all we do is spend... I think it was $11 on the Prosecco. We're not expensive people when it comes to... My father-in-law, he's going to disown us both. And then, we just enjoyed Proseccos all day.
Nice.
It was really nice.
That's great.
The mimosas. But we got a cool show.
Yeah, we do.
Episode 72. It's the first of 2018.
Yeah.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Yeah. First, I'm very sorry to say that Paxton Lee Frombog, the guy who designed one of our shirts, he's been a great friend of the show. He's been a great friend of mine. He's worked with Para X on their swag and t-shirts. He designed it for them. Paxton has left the world.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he's gone to another place.
And none of us saw it coming. I knew he was sick, but he was recovering. And he had some kidney issues, some blood sugar issues. He had his foot operated on. He was in some sort of physical rehab, and I sort of lost touch with him over the holidays. I just figured he was busy or didn't have very good internet. And then I saw online, as this happens, the way we learn about marriages, births, deaths on Facebook now.
Yeah, I know.
Facebook is the center of our community news.
Facebook, Twitter, all that. Yeah.
And then Allison saw the post that Paxton Lee Frombog had died.
Jeez.
And it was pretty shocking, because I did not expect it. It was But we want to say thank you, Paxton, for everything you've done.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
And we're going to miss you a lot.
Yeah.
And I know I am. I'm going to really miss you, Paxton.
And how did he pass away?
We don't know.
The cause of
I
death?
don't know.
Oh.
I keep contacting his relatives. No, I guess they're busy. No one's gotten back to me.
Right.
But I'm assuming because it was completely unexpected and not, like, I know he was doing better. His foot was healing. I suspect it was something like kidney infection, kidney shutdown, heart attack, blood clot from the surgery.
Right.
Something like that. Just no one saw it coming. We were all shocked.
Yeah.
When we found out he had died.
It's a shame.
So we'll talk about Paxton. I keep wondering, and I'm sure he's considered this, wherever he is and what afterlife he's in, if he's maintained his consciousness, I'm sure he's trying to get back here right now to give us a ghost story.
I'm sure he is, yes.
So you're dead.
Okay.
Let's say your cherry soda habit got you.
Okay.
You're dead, and you want to come back and haunt me.
Okay.
So that we can talk about it in the show.
All right.
How would you do it?
How would I do it?
How would you haunt me?
Oh, geez. Okay, I would probably wait for you to, wait for the recorder to be on, and then I would get as close to as I could possibly to it. I would try to translate like an EVP sort of thing.
Right.
So when you guys play it back, so when you play it back,
you hear it over the. Well, what would you say to us? It's got to be something cryptic. EVPs are always cryptic. It's never anything clear, really. It's never turn the light off when you leave. It's always like wrong way, Susanna Ann, wrong way, or something like that.
Yeah.
So what would you say?
I would probably say something like, new host bad.
Yeah. Which
Whoever the new host would be.
Which would be either Lloyd Kaufman or Katrina Weidman. So,
new host bad.
New host bad. And I'd be like, oh, he said New Hope is bad. He doesn't like New Hope. The parking is so expensive there. Well, great message to bring back.
Yeah.
Bill said to me something very interesting, and that was that he had learned that Nikola Tesla and Thomas Edison were both working on devices that could speak to the dead.
Interesting.
And they were doing it independently of each other in secret research, so neither of them knew the other was working on it. Wow. He said, isn't that amazing? That's such a coincidence. I said, well, Bill, think about the times they lived in.
Yeah.
This was a time when
spiritualism was really...
You got it. You hit it.
Yeah.
Right. So, I mean, the big Friday night thing to do was to hang out in your parlor with a so-called medium and contact the dead. Everyone was doing it.
Yeah.
So no wonder they were working on this.
Right.
What a way to cash in.
What do you think the reason for that is? Like, as far as the Victorian spiritualism movement?
I think what you had was a lot of relief of religious extremism. Back then, anything to do with ghosts or the dead or magic was bordering on magic, and psychics could be very easily burned or killed as witches.
Right.
If you claimed to have any kind of power, before that time, it was some kind of commune with the devil.
Right.
Thomas More would have come, or Queen Mary, Bloody Mary would have come, and she burned 300 heretics in one day.
Right.
The reign of Bloody Mary.
Right.
And then I think during the Victorian era, religion pulled back. There was a lot of revolution. Right. America wasn't under that extreme religious yoke. There was a lot of less extremism. So I think people started returning to their occult fun roots.
Right.
And fascination with the dead began. I mean, what do you think? I mean, I think that's pretty much...
I agree with that, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's where you're at if you look at the time. And then, of course, in America, you have...
It's like Rumspringer for the Amish, when you're released upon the world, and you can now all of a sudden do what you could never do before.
And I think too, a lot of it was a backlash to the American Civil War, which had a serious effect on the country's psyche. And everybody in that time knows somebody or remembered somebody or had some beloved friend or family member who was killed. So obviously there was a lot of need to want to communicate with these people.
Yeah.
And I think it just manifested itself in the parlors in New York.
Yeah.
What do you think?
That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever go to the Gettysburg seance?
I want to. You were telling me about that. I want to. We should do a seance.
Yeah.
We should get that together. We should put that together. That'd be a fun, April thing to do.
Yeah.
Go up to find a nice spiritual place and do the whole thing live.
Yeah.
And see what happens. Okay, let's see if we can set that up.
That'd be interesting.
But that would be interesting. Well, it's a fun show.
Yes, it is.
It's episode 72. I don't know. You wanted to call this The Legend of Wambutin. I don't know why, and you're going to tell me after our first... I have no idea why you wanted to call it this.
The Legend of Wambutin.
The Legend, I don't know what this is, but I just got to tell you, Phil, I am a married man, so whatever this conceives of, I no part of it. We got a great little ghost story for you as we always start off the show, and we'll be right back on What Are You Afraid of? Horror and Paranormal Show now on Para-X Radio, on EMCU Network, on all major podcast services, and now Spotify.
That's right. Spotify.
Ghost Stories from the Philadelphia Zoo, 3400 West Girard Avenue, from Chapter 14, Fairmount Park, of Darcy Oordt's Haunted Philadelphia, read by T. Fox Dunham. Primate keeper Desiree Hanneman was walking toward the Penrose building around 10 p.m. when she noticed a woman standing in a second-floor window. I looked up into what was the library, and there was a woman who had long blonde hair, Hanneman explained. Puzzled, since she didn't recognize the woman, and it was late to have any special guests at the zoo, she took a better look. What she witnessed next terrified her. All of a sudden, she had a kind of white light around her, and as we locked eyes, she started to slowly back away from the window, at which point I freaked out and ran down toward the hippos to exit. Hanneman wasn't the only person to have an experience in the Penrose building. Chief Operation Officer Andy Baker was walking toward the Penrose building when he noticed the lights switch off. He figured someone was leaving, but no one came out of the building. Upon entering, he discovered the building was empty, although anyone exiting the building would have passed right by him. For years, hauntings at America's first zoo were a closely guarded secret among its staff until one of them decided to contact the Atlantic Paranormal Society, TAPS, to investigate for their show, Ghost Hunters. Only then did staff members relate the numerous paranormal experiences they've had at the Philadelphia Zoo. It seems the facility houses almost as many ghosts as it does animals. The Philadelphia Zoo was chartered in 1859, but the Civil War delayed its opening by several years. The zoo opened its gates on July 1, 1874. 3,000 people visited the zoo that day. Admission was a mere 25 cents. The land chosen for the zoo once belonged to John Penn Williams' grandson. John had built a summer home, the Solitude, here in 1784. The building still stands on the zoo grounds and originally housed reptiles at the zoo. In this building, people reported seeing a woman in a long dress standing at the top of the stairs or descending the staircase. The attic light is also seen to be turning off and on, even though there's no one inside the building at that time. In the basement of the building is an old tunnel that used to connect the house to the kitchen that is used for storage. Board member Jody Lewis was in the area when her daughters saw what they described as a misty white figure. Lewis paused and then turned to get a better look, but the figure was gone. Across the park in the treehouse, people have seen an apparition walk across the building. Others have reported hearing footsteps and feeling uneasy as if someone is watching them. This building was originally the Antelope Building, built in 1877. The Shelley Building is near the entrance to the zoo and houses the most dangerous animals in the zoo, the administrators. An employee working the switchboard saw curtains moving near one of the windows and a face peering out. Doors have also opened and closed on their own here, something Jason Halls and Grant Wilson experienced during their TAPS investigation. They both heard a metal door open and close, although no one else was in the building, and they could not find the source for the sound. Other people have reported experiencing intense chills and hearing disembodied voices in the zoo. Rumor says the zoo was built on a Native American burial ground. Archaeological evidence shows the Lenape established several villages along the Schuylkill, and their customs included burying their dead, but no one has ever reported seeing a ghostly Native American on the site. The Amityville house has attributed its hauntings to it being buried on an Indian burial ground, however, that claim was false. As a side haunt in the Philadelphia Zoo, the second oldest zoo, the Cincinnati Zoo, also claims to be haunted by a ghostly lioness who stalks her human prey through the zoo. People have reported hearing soft footsteps and growls behind them. Just when they feel they're about to be devoured, the ghost disappears. This was a reading from Darcy Oordt's Haunted Philadelphia, which can be found on Amazon.com. Are you haunted by shadow people in the middle of the night?
Do you secretly love all things creepy and spooky, enjoying ghost stories and horror fiction from the best storytellers?
Do you have a true ghost experience you want to share, but no one will believe you?
If yes, listen to the professionals on What Are You Afraid of? Horror Paranormal Show Friday nights at 9 p.m. on Para X Radio and at www.whatayouafraidofpodcast.com.
What are you afraid of on Para X?
Our creepy and demented hosts are on call to provide you with all your spooky needs with true ghost stories, interviews, indie music, and new horror fiction. We are ready to scare you.
Para X.
Caliburn Press, LLC is a Madison, Wisconsin-based publishing company owned and operated by Alan Ledden. Caliburn works with talented writers, artists, editors, and marketers throughout the United States, and you can find their books through their many imprints that include Damnation Books, Eternal Press, Malaferia Press, Ciento Sordida Publishing, and Spiro Publishing. Please visit their website at sites.google.com/site/Caliburn Press LLC/home, or Google Caliburn Press to check out their growing list of titles on Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, and any other place fine books are sold.
You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful. For more great shows, visit electronicmediacollective.com.
I don't know if you saw it in the email, but we got a tremendous ghost story. Oh, hold on a sec. Wambutin! Okay, so...
He rang the doorbell.
He rang the doorbell. Well, actually, it was the pizza guy from Maine.
Yeah.
But it could have been this Wambutin.
You know, we speculated that it might have been him.
We did speculate. We do that a lot.
Yeah.
We speculate a lot. So you're really hooked on this Wambutin thing.
Oh yeah.
What's the story behind the Wambutin?
It's crazy, man. It's this goblin that returns.
Oh.
Every January from the spirit world, and it wreaks post-Christmas havoc on the living.
Oh.
Have you ever heard of this thing?
No, I've never heard of the Wambutin. I know we know Krampus.
Krampus, right?
Yeah, Katie and Krampus send their regards. They went on a cruise.
Yeah. How did that go?
Very well. He only drowned like 10 children. Yeah,
he's slipping though.
She was like,
it was
honey,
25 last year.
Yeah, she was like, honey, you're on vacation with me. It's our honeymoon. You're not working, so you've only drowned a couple of kids. And I think they were accidental drownings. He just can't help himself.
Yeah,
he sees a bad kid, he throw him overboard.
Yeah, and the cops tried to arrest him, but the cops are dead now. So.
Yeah, they're at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, they are. So
they sleep with the fishes.
Pretty much. Yeah.
So this Wambutin fellow.
Yeah. So this weird little goblin guy. He derives pleasure by crushing the spirits of those still reeling from a wonderful holiday afterglow by tampering with weather conditions, as we all know, right? Causing power outages,
right. We've had some bad
car accidents, and he's well known for snatching recent Christmas presents.
Oh,
yeah,
crap!
I know. You better watch out.
Yeah,
and just basically causing them malfunction in horrible ways before they even have a chance to be utilized. So. He's a bad guy.
He's the kind of guy that takes the batteries out of children's toys on Christmas morning.
Yes. And
that sucks.
Causes them to, when you hit the play button, causes it to explode or,
Oh.
And sometimes, these accidents, with the toys that malfunction, with the presents that malfunction, they cause bodily harm,
Yeah, of course, right.
So, burns and, broken bones.
Sounds a bit like a gremlin.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh-huh.
That's exactly what he is.
He's a kind of a Christmas gremlin.
He's a Christmas gremlin, yeah.
The Mr. Wambutin.
Yep.
How do you know about this? I've never heard about this.
Well, I have experience with it.
You have an experience with the Wambutin?
Yeah, when I was younger.
When you were a wee bard.
I wasn't real young. I was a teenager.
Okay.
I was a teenager, and basically what happened was he became fixated on the girl I was dating at the time.
Oh.
He's got a bit of affinity for the ladies.
I just saw this Wambutin character in like a Mike Travolta Staying Alive outfit, like with the disco, doing the, when he's not running around breaking toys and burning down Christmas trees. He's like, hello there, Mom.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
You want to go up to the discotheque? Okay, so he does that. Yeah. He had a thing for your girl.
Yeah, a thing for my girl. So something I should explain about him is he has an affinity for the ladies. Uh-huh. He really, really likes them. He'll appear to them on occasion to make his affections known, It's also been said that if a woman rejects the Wambutin's advances, He will attach himself to them for a period of 1 month and make their lives a constant living hell by causing chaos.
I do that after they've accepted my account.
Okay, there you go. So this is what happened to me and this girl I was dating.
Okay.
Named Madeline.
Madeline.
Yeah, Madeline. And the good thing is, so for a course of 1 month, I had to deal with her, because she kept continually rejecting him.
Right.
And she was in car accidents. She ended up in the hospital. She had all these problems that were going on. She had a bunch of money stolen. All this stuff, all this bad luck. But the best part is, the only silver lining is he loses all of his power on February 1st.
Okay.
Gone. As the new year fades, he's sent back to his own realm until the following January. And basically, for 11 months, he's powerless.
11 months. What does he do during those 11 months?
He plans his next course of attack the following December.
Oh.
Very meticulously.
Where's he from? Where's he dwelling at this time? Can we, send a strike team?
We're not really sure.
He stays on the move.
What we should do, though, is we should do some research and try to figure out where he's from.
Yeah.
He's from some other realm. You know, it's another world.
Right, okay.
Could be an afterlife somewhere.
He sounds like
it could
Fae.
be hell, or it could be whatever,
He sounds like Fae.
It could be a Fae, yeah. And I've seen him. I've seen him trying to accost her.
Yeah.
And he was, he had this long,
he had a trench coat on.
Pointy nose and these
sunglasses and
gremlin,
right? All
yeah.
straggly. It's like, hey baby, you want to come burn down some trees with me?
Exactly. Yeah. Tampering with police car brakes and gremlins.
I can see this. Okay, so I'm thinking, this sounds like a Fae story to me, but it could be a human turned Fae kind of thing. Perhaps one Christmas morning he was spurned by his love. Because I'm sorry, if you... I hate to say this, and I apologize to any fans that has done this. No, I don't, not really. If you ask your girlfriend to marry you on Christmas morning, you're asking to get the crap kicked out of your heart.
Right, you are. Yeah.
You really are. If you sit down on one knee with a ring and go, will you marry me? That's more about you.
Yeah.
And I hear about people doing this, and most of them I hear about turn into, yes, of course, it's Christmas morning. Oh, I love the ring. Yes. Then the next day it's, after New Year's, it's kind of like, well, I've thought about it. I don't know if I'm ready yet. And,
right.
It's,
You know what? I think a lot of people, they do it on Christmas Day to get that yes.
Yeah, right.
Because who's going to say no on Christmas Day, right?
I love romance, and I love great gestures and spontaneity, but marriage, it's not something... I know most people, there's no great moment of proposal anymore.
Right.
It's... You talk about it for 6 months and figure out if you're compatible enough, and then set a date.
Right. Exactly.
And that's how you have to do it now. It's you really have to discuss it, but I suppose maybe that's what happened to Wambutin. He was one of those idiots that got a ring on Christmas Day, and
that's why he's the New Year's goblin, right?
Yeah, and then he just went crazy and started kicking out the Christmas holiday.
Yeah.
I burned a lot of cookies. Maybe that was Wambutin.
It could be. Was it after New Year's?
It was after New Year's.
Oh, it was. Oh, it could have been him.
Burned some stuff.
That might have been him.
Could have been Wambutin. He's coming in.
He knew we were talking about him. He knew we were discussing him, and he came in and caused some chaos in your life.
Yeah. I like chaos.
Yeah, you like chaos.
It's going to be fun. Yeah. Well, that's interesting, Phil. We're going to have to be on the Wambutin alert.
Yeah. Let's be careful,
We should send Montana Jordan.
Well, you know what? I heard some rumors that he's kind of after her. He kind of has his eye on her. So, yeah.
I guess she married Krampus, and then she became the ultimate status symbol of the netherworld.
Yeah. So,
Montana Jordan, the occult queen.
So we have, we still have 3 weeks left of January. There could be an altercation there somewhere,
right?
Where Wambutin goes after Montana and tries to steal her right out from under Krampus. Who knows?
Right. Okay. Well, let's see what happens there.
Yeah.
I'll let her know.
Okay.
We'll put out a warning.
Put her on the alert, because I think the sights are set. I think he's on her.
See, I can imagine him dancing around like pointed shoes.
Yeah.
Like striped stockings.
Pointed shoes. I think they got bells on, to be honest.
A kid comes down at on January 2nd and is like, "Are you one of Santa's elves?" "Yeah, kid, give me a cigarette," and then blows up your house or something.
What did you say? Did you get lost on your way back to the North Pole with Christmas?
Yeah, I'm staying with you, kid. I'm living in your bed. Bring me some beer. This is your Wambutin.
Yep.
Well, speaking of crazy things, I know Thanksgiving we did a little segment called Turkey News.
Oh, yeah, right.
And it turns out the turkeys are back at it.
The turkeys are back at it.
So I thought we should come back and do a follow-up.
Sure.
Remember that one town was being overrun with turkeys?
Yeah,
They
I
were,
remember.
and they had to get out there and hunt them.
Uh-huh.
Well, it turns out, okay, and this is Turkey News. Cue the jingle.
Yeah, turkey news.
Cue the second jingle.
Turkey News.
This comes from a place called Rocky River, near Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Cleveland suburb. And there are postal carriers out there now, mail people,
Right.
who are refusing to deliver the mail because the bellicose turkey epidemic has gotten so bad that they keep getting attacked.
Oh my God.
These hordes of turkeys are attacking their cars, their mail cars, and when those things go 3 miles an hour,
Yeah.
so it's not like they're going to get away. The turkey's going to run ahead.
Oh yeah.
And jump on the, and they're actually attacking these mail people, and they're trying to get the mail to people's mailboxes, but the turkeys are there,
Right.
waiting,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
going after these guys. Rocky River Mayor Pam Boost said the problem has persisted for the last 3 weeks. She said city ordinances don't allow for the turkeys to be eradicated. And the city has instead sent letters to everybody.
So no turkey hunting.
Well, the problem is the bird feed.
Okay.
People are putting out bird feed for the birds.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the
That
turkeys
just makes more of them come around.
The turkeys are eating them up and then reproducing.
Oh God.
No, I'm sorry. Isn't there a? Oh, well, the U.S. Postal Service has said that some carriers have been pecked, but none have been injured.
Okay, some have been pecked.
And then someone else said, "You mean the turkeys, sir?" And then they said, "What turkeys? What turkeys? Oh, that Wambutin. He did that.
That's right.
There was the Wambutin up there. Yeah,
Wambutin was doing it.
Yeah, the Wambutin. He's out in Cleveland right now. But okay, now what's the saying with mail carriers? Neither sleet.
Oh yeah, the sleet nor snow nor weather
Right.
nor something like that.
Will stop me.
Will stop them from
I don't
know the exact terminology, but
we had the City Express in the Wild West delivering mail out west, keeping communication open between both ends of the country. They were dealing with warlike Native Americans, bandits, natural terrible conditions, cannibalism. Donner Party Table of One. I always like that.
Yeah, Donald Party Table of One.
Yet they can't seem to handle turkeys.
Yeah, wow.
We're getting a little wimpy in the country.
That is crazy, yeah. Mm-hmm.
We're getting a little... Well, good luck to them. I think what you really have to do, I hate to say it, you got to go out and either round up the turkeys, or you got to eat them or shoot them.
Yeah, you're right, yeah. One of the two. Right?
Mm-hmm. Turkeys are horrible things. They're aggressive, they're monsters.
The only time they're not horrible is on Thanksgiving Day,
Well, it depends who cooked them.
in the center of a table.
Yeah. I need to do that. I made a cranberry sauce on Christmas Day, fresh cranberries.
Uh-huh.
A little sugar, a little orange juice, let them blow up a little bit, cool. It was good.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's the way to go.
Nice.
Anyway, that was
delicious.
That was Turkey News.
Turkey news.
Man,
I missed
the jingle.
I missed turkey news.
Turkey News.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to get too much of it. I actually found it when I was looking for clown news.
Oh, really?
Because there are no more clowns.
Yeah. Yeah, the clown news kind of died out.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. I guess the novelty's worn off.
Yeah, I think so. I think maybe the movie came out and the kids are done with it. That's because that's what was really generating was kids telling stories.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, unless somebody was trying to emulate the clown news, like you had what was that one-armed guy who got drunk and chased that police cruiser with a machete and clown makeup?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
But he wasn't really legitimate. He was emulating the stories.
Right.
But so, I don't think there were really any true incidents of this happening.
I have a theory.
Okay.
About all these clown incidents that happened over the last year and a half, 2 years. I think it was secretly the producers of the movie It.
Stephen King said he had nothing to do with it.
I think it was producers of the movie It trying to kind of stir up trying to do a bit of a marketing campaign.
Yeah, well, they go flash marketing, like the balloons.
Flash marketing campaign.
The balloons tied to the grates.
Right.
Very simple, but very cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It was all them. I think they pretty much staged this whole thing.
Okay.
And
they never took credit.
They wouldn't.
Right.
They wouldn't. They just want, they want to put. I think they wanted to put clowns in the public's conscious.
Yeah, I think when the first school closed and the SWAT team was called, That's when they stopped taking credit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's when they realized we've done a great job marketing. I hope we can do more in jail.
Well, I don't think they ever took credit for it.
Yeah,
so. I don't think they ever will. But
a lot of people blame them too.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of people blame them, and Stephen King had to make a statement.
Really?
Yeah, stating that he had nothing to do with it.
I don't think King had anything to do with it.
No, I'm sure it was marketing.
He didn't have anything to do with the movie either.
Right. Which is smart.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm doing with my movie. I don't want anything. I don't want to. I mean, they ask me. I'm on the background foundation of ideas and thoughts, and giving them, ideas and directions of where to go and how to emulate it. But I'm trying to do as little as I can to influence it, because I want it to be someone else's vision.
Right.
You get too much control over these things, and you don't have the experience or the expanded ideas of multiple points of view. You can really wreck your own.
Right.
As we've seen with many movies, like the new Star Wars film, really got wrecked because the director's vision was not.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say it wasn't very good.
No, it wasn't. I was actually going to ask you about that. Well, this is the first show we've done since both of us have seen it.
Yeah.
So I was going to ask you what your thoughts were on it.
So spoilers, I guess.
Not really.
We'll try to keep it general enough. But I mean, everybody who's seen it, who's going to see it, has seen it.
Most people's probably seen it already. Yeah. But still,
Oh, as an author, I was really kind of offended as an author because a good editor would have taken a look at that movie and gone, well, this is a great little sub-story, but it doesn't go anywhere, it doesn't move the story anywhere, and why does this need to be in here? And that would have been about 70% of the movie.
Yeah. What about the second act with the casino and the?
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
That did not need to be in there.
That was
at
like
all.
Bordering prequel territory right there.
Yeah,
it was like, wow, this is not.
Yeah,
not
and
good.
They did it because they wanted to make the movie 2 hours, and Disney has now taken over. Like Lord Kaufman has warned us. These pulping marketing movies that produce Disney. I mean, you had George Lucas. And when he did the original Star Wars, he wasn't looking at a 20 million or 20 movie empire.
No.
He was thinking, I gotta get this movie made. It's gotta be good or I'm dead.
Right.
I just want to tell a good story. I just want to survive this movie. And he did a great job.
Yeah, he did.
And now you've got Disney who's taken over the franchise. I mean, they were even building a sub-park in Disney World. And they're going to take every ounce of plot, every plot turn, every twist, every secret, and they're going to dole it out to us in little bits. So every movie, it's going to be like 20 movies, and you're going to have like 20 tiny plot points in each.
Right.
And nothing's going to happen because they want to keep selling it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
exactly. Like Rey's progression and the rise of the Order. It was like, they're not going to have any major advancement because they want to make 20 movies.
Yeah.
And sell them to us every year.
Yeah. I know. And did you hear about the next one? The Han Solo?
Yeah, I heard it was crap.
It's coming. Yeah. It's
coming out in
Ron
May.
Howard had to come in.
Yeah.
And
the third director.
Yeah. And pretty much fix everything.
I heard the actor who plays Han Solo can't act. He had to have a dialogue coach rehearse with him before every scene.
I've seen him in other movies, and I liked him in other movies. He might not be good in this though. He might have been miscast for this. I did like him in other stuff though, but I don't know.
I don't think I'll go see it, obviously.
Yeah.
Just because I like, ships blowing up on the big screen.
But do you know when it's coming out?
Yeah, March or May, right?
May.
Yeah, May. It'll be out in May. They really...
Why is it coming out in May? They're like really pushing... That's too close.
Yeah, they want to
December with episode 8 and then May for the Han Solo.
They want to keep, spoon feeding
so does that
summer.
Mean,
that's their summer blockbuster.
What does that mean that next December 18 is going to be episode 9?
I think so. I think they want to do one every Christmas now. They're trying to...
But wasn't... I thought Han Solo was supposed to be Christmas. And then the following Christmas was going to be 9. That's how they've been doing it.
Right.
Now they're changing it. Whatever. I don't know what they're going for now, but,
Well, I'll tell you what. We're going to pause here. Horror and Wambutin show. No! Oh my god! Wambutin made me do that. Wambutin! Ah!
I told you, he's tricky.
He's Wambutin.
Time for you to play the fool. Now, nuclear animal rules.
to fit in, to put an end to his curse. He wants to rule the universe. Now the nuclear animal rules. No time for you to play the fool. Now the nuclear animal rules the world.
Mercy, a new horror medical thriller from author T. Fox Dunham, published by Bloodbound Books. Based on the author's horrific battle with a rare form of lymphoma that involved intense chemotherapy and radiation, Fox turns the horror of his experience into terror on the page.
William Saint is dying of cancer. On most days, death seems like a humane alternative to the treatment. Stricken with fever, William is rushed to Mercy, notorious as a place to send the sickest of the poor and uninsured to be forgotten, and finds the hospital in even worse condition than his previous visit.
Willie's memories faded. He grabbed his sack head of the scarecrow, picking at the exposed chicken wire to hold them in. However, the memories fell out of the holes in his face. They wormed and crawled from the leather flesh and the old clothing of the scarecrow, then squirmed and wiggled down his body.
The grounds are unkempt, the foundation is cracking, and like the wild mushrooms sprouting from the fissures of decay around it, something is growing inside the hospital. Something dark.
Fangoria gives Mercy 3.5 out of 4 skulls. Dunham has channeled his many brushes with the other side into the exquisitely rendered, lyrical, supernatural hospital thriller Mercy.
It's feeding on the sickness and sustaining itself on the staff, changing them, and now it wants Willie.
Come now, Mr. Saint. Just a little more of that sweet milk. So salty and so good. You won't miss it. And we ever do so like our delicacies here at Mercy Hospital.
Part medical horror, part supernatural suspense, Mercy is a hard-hitting fever dream of a novel. I enjoyed the hell out of it. Tim Wagner, author of The Way of All Flesh and Eat the Night. Available from Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and bookstores everywhere in both print and digital versions.
Life is an addiction.
Let go. Let it all burn.
Hi, I'm David Walton, and I drop whatever I'm doing to read whatever Fox and Phil demand of me. My digital, as opposed to ectoplasmic alter ego, is called Brendan Shawland, who regularly plays guitar and sings in a virtual world. Brendan has a website, David doesn't. Bandcamp sales figures would suggest that Brendan's music is decidedly niche. If you want to be in the vanguard of support as Brendan heads towards global domination, just put Brendan Shawland in your favourite search engine, and you'll find his website very close to the top. You'll see what the human looks like, and you can check out the Listen to a Song page to access Brendan's unwillingly private world of creative output.
My name is Greg Bakken. I'm a writer, a producer, and a paranormal investigator. My favorite way of communicating with spirits is through using the spirit box, also known as a ghost box. I invite you to listen to me every Wednesday at 10 p.m. Central for interviews with people in the paranormal community and beyond. Plus, I will also include as much of my spirit box evidence as I can during my show.
My name is Greg. Can you say Greg? Can you say Jeff?
Greg. Jeff.
Join me every Wednesday at 10 p.m. Central Time for Minnesota Ghost Box, only on Para-X Radio.
That crazy Wambutin.
Oh, man.
Legend of Wambutin, episode 72.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
72 episodes.
Yeah, so what was your favorite from 2017? Do you have any that stick in mind?
My favorite episode?
Your favorite, what we did. Anything 2017.
What we did. I liked October.
October was
a bit of a blur, but I still remember doing things. We did some interesting things that were fun.
I gotta say, Lloyd Kaufman was still my favorite.
Yeah, Lloyd Kaufman was great, and that was October. Yeah,
that was what a character.
Yeah, Katrina Wadman was great.
Katrina was amazing, and some of the Penhurst stuff was fun.
I really liked the Penhurst stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, Fort Mifflin was great.
Fort Mifflin was fun.
I enjoyed our reading.
What was really fun was hanging out in one of the Fort Mifflin rooms at 8:00 at night when it was raining. It was you, me, and Marcy.
I remember that. Yeah,
and that was that great echo.
Yeah.
In the room, we were all hanging out together on recording the episode.
Yeah.
That was a fun one.
And Darcy kind of came in as an afterthought. Yeah. We were recording when she came in,
mm-hmm.
and she...
And there she is. Okay, sit down, Darcy.
And she joined us, yeah.
And now you can find those episodes at www.whatareyouafraidofpodcast.com, where you can find sorts of expanded information on each episode, links to what we've been doing, and all the references we make, videos... ghost stories, our great archive of ghost stories. So we keep. I need that some more. Over to there.
Yeah.
And Jasper was fun.
Yeah. And Gettysburg was good.
Gettysburg, that was
Yeah, with Mark Nesbitt.
Marky Nesbitt.
Mark Nesbitt was a great interview,
mm-hmm.
and a great guy too.
Yeah.
He was very personable. He was very friendly, very welcoming. Yeah, it was just a great experience all around.
Coming up in the next few months, we have another gentleman that does Gettysburg ghost stories from Ohio. He'll be coming on the show.
Right.
And we recorded some of his collected ghost stories. David Walton has narrated those, so those will be on.
It's going to be great, man.
Yeah, it's going to be a good couple months. I mean, I'm building up content. It's like a momentum.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You start getting it stirred up, and I believe we have a great paranormal investigator coming on the next show.
Yeah.
Who's written some wonderful books, and she's sending me some ghost stories to record. So,
and we're going to have some directors and actresses on from a couple films.
Yeah, we're still confirming that, but they'll be coming on. He's breaking out. And a couple of other people, some big names will be around. And of course, we'll bring Katrina Wadman back. Mm-hmm. She wants to come back. She wants to meet us in person.
Yeah.
And she's working with Atherton Paranormal. So I want to talk to them about coming on the show too, telling us some ghost stories that they've collected. And if you've got ghost stories, you can send them over to, what's the website email? It's
www.whatareyouafraidofpodcast.com.
Yeah, it's been a fun show.
Yeah, it really has.
But we have a story that I did for Shades of Santa, Tale from the Bloody North Pole. I know it's a little late for Christmas stories. It's not really a Christmas story. It's a story about winter fairies. The nefarious winter fairies in the moors of England. And it was edited by Steve Dillon.
Okay.
And it's a charity anthology. And you can find links to it up on the website. It's got a bunch of... The stories were each 666 words.
Okay.
And I wrote this one, they had 6 categories, and I picked...
It's a 666 type of thing.
I picked Ice People. And it's for the charity Water.
Mm-hmm.
It's something in Australia, but check out the anthology. I have links to it up on the website. Some great... if you're still looking for some holiday... It's like winter and that kind of thing.
It's still winter. I think of a cool story. You know what a cool story would be?
What's that?
What happens in January after Santa's done his Christmas rush?
When the Wambutin
day in the life. Yeah, a day in the life of Santa in January.
But
just to see what happens, and is he directly, in conflict with the Wambutin?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a thing? I don't know.
Well, when Christmas is over, he's getting fitted for his Easter bunny costume.
Little known fact, it's the same guy.
Mm-hmm. Right. But I did a story called The Ice Ones.
Okay.
And I think we'll end the show with it.
Okay, nice.
Phil, it's been cool.
It was great, yeah.
We'll be back next week.
Yes, we will. Yes, we will.
This is What Are You Afraid Of? You can find us at www.whatareyoufraidofpodcast.com. We're on Parax Radio, EMC Podcast Network, and all major podcast services, including Spotify, iTunes, and iHeartRadio.
Yep, that's right. And this is Phil.
And I'm Fox. Wambutin!
The Ice Ones by T. Fox Dunham, read by David Walton. Your brother's gone off and run away, Grandmother said. Fetch your coat. I struggled to push my boots on. He'd best not be out on the moors in this chill, be frozen stone dead. William had done it, gone away with them and left me. I should have gone with him. I told your mother this was a bad idea, but that awful man is destroying London. Grandmother slammed the cottage door behind us, knocking free icy thatch from the sodden roof. The frozen mud crunched below our feet as we hiked onto Dartmoor, and melted mud waters squished up around our steps. Wind whipped from the scowling smoky sky, and the sting of icy rain pricked my face. Grandmother stumbled. I reached to help her, but she slapped my hand away. Wicked child, trying to push me to my death. I wasn't, Grandmother. I just want to go home, I said, trying not to sob. Father's coming home on leave. He promised. A U-boat sank his ship. You're lying. I know you are. We'll all be together for Christmas. We'll have crackers and wear paper crowns and eat fig pudding. They promised. Now where is your brother? The sleet changed to snow, laying down a sheet of white. I pointed through the misty weather to the stone circle where we'd first heard them singing. Over there on the rise. That's Bear Down Man. Nothing but dark creatures there. You children from a devil harlot. My son is better off drowned, save his soul. My brother was right. Grown-ups are daft, William had said. They kill for stupid reasons. I led Grandmother to the edge of a rise over a rocky stream, to our secret place. As we approached, I heard their singing, silver bells ringing on the wind. Maybe it wasn't too late. Snow piled at the feet of several silver figures who stood motionless on the stone flats. At the centre, several of the fairies danced on tiny legs, surrounded by those who had joined them over the centuries. Ancient folk spiralled out, some wearing armour or carrying swords or axes or clubs. A young maiden in an old dress held an infant to her bosom, and at the edges, soldiers in both British and German uniforms had come since we'd first discovered the magical site. Serenity glowed from their faces. No more sadness, no more worries. An end to the bombing and war and to Grandmother. My brother glistened part of their dance. I always loved his handsome face, and now he'd be young forever. Never shot by an enemy soldier or blown up by a German bomber. Grandmother wiped the frost from his eyes and mouth. You've been out here making statues, evil-looking sprites too. Wicked hearts you both have. They said they'd take him away. Who? The ice fairies. They thawed on the solstice and promised us singing and dancing forever. Be rid of the old bag, the ice ones whispered between giggles. Your father is here, frozen in the sea. So many soldiers frozen in the east. They come and dance with us. Your father misses you. Mother will be cross. Your mother doesn't love you. We do. You know what you must do. Grandmother won't let me. No one will miss the old one, and she is so sad. What are you saying, wicked child? She lifted her hand to smack me again. Talking to the devil, he just wants your soul. I smacked grandmother's cane away, throwing her balance. The old woman stumbled and struck her head on the rocks. She was so alone anyway. I ran to my place by William, then slipped off my coat, boots, scarf, and rubbed snow into my skin. Soon I'd be dancing with William and Father and all the lovely ice ones for Christmas.
I told you he's tricky.
He's Wambutin.
Keith Fox Dunham lives in Philadelphia with his wife Allison. He's a lymphoma survivor, cancer patient, modern bard and historian. His first book, The Street Martyr, was published by Gutter Book. A major motion picture based on the book is being produced by Throughline Films. Destroying the Tangible Illusion of Reality or Searching for Andy Kaufman, a book about what it's like to be dying of cancer, was recently released from Perpetual Motion Machine Publishing, and Fox has a story in the Stargate anthology, Points of Origin, from MGM and Fandemonium Books. Mercy was recently released by Bloodbound Books. Fox is an active member of the Harvard Association. He's been published in hundreds of short stories and articles, and his motto is Wrecking Civilization, one story at a time.
Phil Thomas resides in the suburbs of Philadelphia and is an author and filmmaker. His screenplays have been produced into feature films such as False Face and Always from Darkness that are available in major retailers such as Best Buy and Target, as well as availability on Netflix and Amazon On Demand.
The views expressed and the opinions given by the individual host and their guests do not necessarily reflect those of Para X, its affiliates, or its sponsors.